Yeah. Bro code.
Bro code, we in new modes, and we do it better sticking together. Won't bend, won't fold. No, I got your back through whatever weather, rain, sleet, or snow. Making profit while we get to the cheddar. They know we own. Take off, we gone. Diamonds two-tone. This is our throne. We in that zone. Bro code. Don't break bro code. Bro code. We in that mode. We in that mode, everything I'm doing with you, so we build a bigger picture. You was my bro, everything I'm building with you, so the family is richer. They better ask us about it, they know that we bought it, so they better not press with no issue. Oh, no, mess with one of us, that's two of us, that's coming at you though. If the two of us ain't feeling you, the three of us on go. If you come to play with three of us, we bout to let it blow. And we handing out that smoke, cause it's bro code. We in new modes, and we do it better sticking together. Won't bend, won't fold. No, I got your back through whatever weather, rain, sleet, or snow. Making profit while we get to the cheddar. They know we own. Take off, we gone. Diamonds two-tone. This is our throne. We in that zone. Bro code. Don't break bro code. Bro code. We in that mode.
We back once again for another epic episode of
Bro Code.
Yep, this about to be a good
one
one
for y'all,
Yeah,
boy.
man, we got
feel this one.
yeah. The fellas in the building again. We got a couple of special guests gonna join us to talk about our next topic and have a little fun, and you know, this is a little good information. So without further ado, our first guest, 305 MIAO, Dade County. You can have it your way, but she gonna have it Tiffy way. Tiffany way, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Bro Code set.
Welcome.
Our next guest, home team, Pope City, 229.
Let's go.
And the sister of our very own, Miss Stacy to the set.
Yeah. Home team.
What up, sis? What's going on, bro?
Thank y'all for joining us on this new episode. We appreciate it, your time and everything.
Thank you.
So we're going to jump right into the topic, you know, because we always like to have good dialogue. And we like
Be
to
on time.
keep it
Be on
fair.
time.
That part.
Yeah.
We love to be on time.
Hey, man, sometimes it's a little
He
hiccup.
petty, like
All right, so the topic of the day is it possible to please your mate without sex? So, you know, in Bro Code, we like to keep it, you know, even. We like to have representation from both sides, men and women. And we like to hear the perspectives of both.
Is it a certain amount of time or a
Does it
length?
require a certain amount of time?
I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking.
It depends on what's going on for me. I mean,
Okay.
the motion and the mood. I mean, it depends on what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, because you can be occupied other ways other
Right.
than sex with, you know, you're fulfilled.
Right.
Yeah, because maybe they hungry. And you feed
So,
them.
so you
Well,
think
I mean,
feeding them is one way?
That's a good way to yes.
I'm personally
Okay,
an energy burner.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to necessarily, there's other ways you can burn energy other than sex.
Yeah.
Especially couples in a relationship.
Yeah.
Intimacy,
Right?
That's
whatever
a good
that
one.
looks like for you guys.
Yeah, just
Right,
like how
right.
just like we talked about pillow talk. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
and
right.
And how I said it doesn't have to include sex.
Right.
Role
Right.
playing,
So-
just house playing games. I like to play games.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So this is an extension of that
Mm-hmm.
because we covered the pillow talk aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, when I first thought about this topic, I was like, that could be 50-50. That could be depending on the person. Because everybody's different. You know, we
Right,
always talk
right.
about the love languages,
Right.
physical touch, words of affirmation, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So every person is different, right?
Right.
Right.
And I feel like, honestly, even if that person is a physical person, I think that they could be satisfied without sex if they were shown a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Because they might not know any other way than sex. Right? Physical touch.
But that's only gonna be for a certain
Short period
amount
of
of time.
time.
Right.
A certain amount of time, right?
I don't know, right? So here are 8 things other than sex that can satisfy your mate.
All right, let's go.
Starting with number 8. Romantic text messages. Now for the married people, do your spouses send romantic text messages?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, but so all you doing is
Because I know you said
I mean,
Stacey.
you stoking the fire though,
Right.
You,
That's
talking
what-
about,
yeah,
but
yeah, Again. Come on, man. Hey, so you want me
You
to
only
believe
thinking-
that you
see,
send me
y'all
you send me
thinking
a
one way.
romantic text message, and I'm gonna just like, you know what? Oh, this is so nice.
No, but again, it
With
goes
no
back
emotion,
from
no
Right.
feelings
where
to
he
it.
says about everybody
give
is
it to us.
different.
Right.
I like to be teased.
Right.
It just draws me closer and closer. So when I get to that point, I like to be teased.
But that don't
I
necessarily
think
mean you got to go
I-
home
I-
that
I-
night.
No,
gonna
but
be a
see, my
problem.
mate as well. So
Yeah.
we've been together long enough where, I
Yeah.
can do that though.
Right.
I think that'll excite the fire.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be teased.
Want
So when you
to-
do,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
I don't think
yeah.
that's gonna
So
keep
poking it,
it a
poking
bay.
it.
no, I didn't say
Yeah.
and then on your list, by the time we get to about 2, man, you just pouring gas. I don't even know
I'm
what's
trade
going
y'all
on.
out.
Right?
So let's do this.
Yeah,
Let's
what's
do
number
this.
7? What's
Now,
number
hold on.
7?
Before we go to number 7, let's do this. Maybe we need to talk about different scenarios, right?
Right.
Maybe like if
It's not a blanket statement.
it's not it's not a let's not make it blanket. So let's
Yeah.
say okay, can you satisfy your mate if you were long distance for 4 months?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That's easy.
That's easy.
That's
Very.
easy.
How's it easy?
Okay.
I think because you're together already and you're apart for a reason, and it's a temporary reason.
Yeah.
So whether it's FaceTime or texting or whatever, pictures, whatever you're doing, or just a conversation,
Meet 'em
or
in
it's
the-
the reconnecting,
You can
or
meet her
it's
in the
just
metaverse.
the
If the
thought of
connect-
not having them there and you're longing for them. I think all that can excite them. Now, do I think a relationship can last an extended amount of time if there's a sexless situation and there's trouble in that? No.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you don't mend that quickly, I think it won't last. If it's just sexless because life or illness or sickness, things are happening that's completely different than
Right.
we're in a fight, we're not getting along, and then there's no sex.
Right.
No.
So you're saying that a relationship can't exist without sex?
That's not what I said. That's what you heard.
Oh, okay. That's what it sounded like.
What I said was,
That's what it sounded like.
That's not what I said. What I said
Get me
was
right.
no. What I said was that a relationship in turmoil,
Right.
and then there's no sex. It's like pick a struggle. Like,
So,
because
okay,
they might
one or the
have
other?
one thing has nothing
Okay,
to do
so
with the
let
other.
me ask you
Because I
this.
can have sex and be mad. Like I don't. Like I'm that person.
Angry,
That person-
angry sex.
so okay, so the,
We all have been there.
so like I said in the last episode, sex and toxic. Okay, like I just said. So you said you like to have sex when you're angry.
What?
Toxic? Like I just
No, I said I could have.
So,
No. It's not
okay.
necessarily toxic, but what I'm saying is I don't associate the feeling with one thing has
Right.
nothing to do with the other for me.
Okay, so you tell
So
me
basically,
if
if
you're
you-
mad, you still want it.
Right.
If he wants it and I'm in the mood, yeah, I'm not
pleaser.
gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
you're a pleaser,
mad.
man.
I'm
I'm
not
a
gonna
pleaser.
weaponize it. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not gonna hold it out because, oh my God, you didn't like wash the dishes. And
Right.
I
That's
don't
a- that's a
weaponize
good
it.
one.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's
Now,
Get
I
the
would-
gas in my
I would
car.
do something
Yeah.
leading up to it. I mean, if I'm
Right,
mad,
so
at you,
that's
gonna
what
do
I'm
something
saying. So
little-
like
Right,
in that
right.
aspect,
Trying
like
to be a
I'm
little
not gonna
spiteful,
do
but
that.
I'm-
Like, oh
Right.
my God, we didn't talk all day and he didn't text me, so now I'm not gonna have sex with him
Right.
tonight. Like I'm not gonna be that person. Like
Yeah,
that's
there's some
just not
women,
me.
a lot of women that do that.
So
Right, that's what I, and I don't think you should as a woman. I don't think you should
Why not?
weaponize it.
Why not?
Because I think it's vindictive, it's petty.
You
it's-
want a woman?
it's
You talking about why
childish.
not?
No, I just want the women to hear her say this.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, bro.
No, I think it's very childish. I think
Okay.
it's
It is.
immature. I think you're an adult. I think speak on your emotions. And I think you have to be logical. And at some point, it's not always about like your emotions and things. And I think sometimes we're very emotional driven creatures. So honestly, I don't think anyone should weaponize anything in a relationship.
right.
You know what I'm saying? To make your partner feel some kind of way, like they're gonna hold this back, whether it's the kids or it's sex or time spent, whatever is important to the other person or to you, you shouldn't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Speak.
So
Came from a
you,
woman.
You travel. You out of town for 4 months. All right. You going to your hotel every night. Right. You talking to your girl every day. Can you satisfy her sexually?
Well, that's the thing. So, depending on how she is, right?
Okay.
Right.
Well, it says satisfy
she's-
her, not necessarily sexually.
That's
but
why I said it just depends on
yeah.
the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
If we have
Connection
that
can be fun.
connection, or where we can just talk,
Right.
or where I know her, I know and understand her love language, right?
Right.
It might be
That part.
words of affirmation.
Yep.
Baby, how was your day? Oh, you did good today.
Yeah.
That might do it for her until I get back to her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So knowing your partner,
Yep.
that's definitely a big part of it.
Yep.
Because some people, yes, they are physical. They need
Right.
that.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Some of them, they only know one way. And when you show them another way, their stance changes. Like,
Right.
oh, I don't
Right.
need that. Like I thought I did.
Right.
This is more fulfilling
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, because like he could be gone, all of a sudden she come home and it's, a whole bunch of flowers at the doorstep,
Right.
or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that's
and
just
then-
gonna tip it right.
Right.
Like the
Right.
smiles, like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to me, your body
Yeah.
just jumps.
Yeah.
Like,
Now,
oh,
it's,
Right.
now, you,
Right,
now
right.
for a woman,
Right.
like she said,
Yeah.
that tingling gonna be like,
That's
hey,
tingling,
boy,
like,
you
okay.
know what I'm saying? But it's like you did
Yeah.
one of her like you fulfilled one of her languages.
Right.
And it-
So now it's like
and shoot, and it
just
fires
marinate
up.
like that steak.
there it is.
Wait for the grill on Saturday.
That,
You know what I'm saying?
The build up is better anyway. The
Right.
build up, you
the
know
build
what
up
I'm
is
saying?
better.
Yeah.
So it don't necessarily have to be that night.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Or the next night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we in a committed long distance relationship, I might not see you for 60 days.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Right. So you're saying if you can't, so you're saying if you're going for 60 days, that partner, you can't withstand yourself for 60
right.
days and stand as strong. It's a connection. It's
Right.
that,
Yeah.
Connection.
or
It's-
text,
it's
like the
right.
So
text
we're-
messages,
Yeah.
It's mental.
pictures,
It's mental.
Conversation.
It's
We're
it's-
speaking as adults,
Right.
not
Yeah.
just
So you pass-
18,
That's right.
19-year-old,
Right.
20 horny kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The only
So
way it's gonna last
it
anyway
changes.
is the mental and the physical.
Oh, you
Combined,
real
right?
solid over there,
Gotta
my boy. You look, you looking at me.
Silent I've ever seen.
Gotta be though, for real.
But
But I mean, let's be real. Also, I mean, that's why they make toys. They got
Yeah.
stores.
FaceTime.
No,
I mean, we
FaceTime
got
with no,
different,
for real.
you
You
know,
FaceTime.
things.
Many different ways.
No, I'm saying
Right.
all the
There's
connection,
games,
even
there's
the
books,
FaceTime
there's
with the
apps,
toys.
there's
Right.
yeah, there's so much.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like
mate.
I feel like that's what women have an advantage at.
What?
And the reason why I say that because toys.
Man,
So
they got the Gawk 3000.
Yes, they got a lot of toys for men. They got toys for men.
They
They
do.
do.
And they just came out with a new. Is that the new one?
They
Wait,
do.
something new that just came out. It's like a robot.
Fine.
she said that the new one. The new one.
It is.
The new one.
It's like a spinning
Version 3.
flower.
Like, I don't.
No, for real, for
It
real.
is like a new one that came out.
The new one.
And the fact that you can sit
I
and do
don't
that
know
type of
about the old
thing
one.
with your mate, it does. It
Yeah.
excites me.
Right,
It does.
right.
The
Seeing
Gawk.
me please
It's
him or
like,
vice versa.
It's like
It
something
is.
it like wrap around like this and
Yeah.
go
And
to
it hug-
spinning.
yeah.
Hold it and go to spinning.
And she do what
Yeah.
she do while it spins.
So they
Right.
made it for like they made the rose for the
Rose.
women and they made that for the men.
Flower.
So it's like
It's all
Yeah.
kind of things.
See the rose putting brothers out
Text
of
message,
business.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Again on your
and
connection.
that could you
Okay.
Like, see the rose is putting people out of business.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay, because
that's what
bro, tell you they got a rose, bro. They don't need
But-
the
but-
headache.
but what you
Let-
need- but-
the
but-
rose don't argue. The rose don't get mad.
But
okay,
but that's when you go with
if
the
I
mental,
tell the
man,
rose
mental.
no, he's just gonna sit down on the
Exactly.
nightstand.
It's that part.
The Gulf 3000 will too. Look, we can put it on the nightstand too.
Ain't nobody arguing.
I ain't got no back talk tonight.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
But you know what? No,
So it can go
See,
both
but
ways.
hold on. So the thing is that I'm gonna say this like for women, you gotta hit them with the mental first.
Right.
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 I
You know what
think-
I'm saying? The physical stuff, you
Yeah.
putting it down or whatever, right? But eventually they'll get tired of that,
Yeah.
Right.
and then be like, hey, you gotta hit them, mentally and
I think-
connect with them early, like how we was talking about, like starting early in the morning with saying the sweet things, making breakfast,
Good
doing
morning.
whatever, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All that kind of stuff.
Acknowledge
Not,
it.
not
You
in
know what I'm saying?
Atlanta though. Not
Yeah.
that good morning to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
You know,
Some of us,
beautiful.
we might not care about it as much.
Everybody get it.
Right.
Depending on your love language or whatever, but majority of women, they like that stuff.
So you
I
know,
am. No, personally, what you're saying, I agree with you with that.
Right.
First thing, wake up in the morning, acknowledge your mate. Oh,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
beautiful, babe. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
So it don't matter what. That's
Yeah.
gonna set her day off right there.
Right.
Okay, babe, you.
Right.
She
You
go
know,
to
it's
work
just-
doing everybody.
Especially when she done got dressed
I'm
for
telling
work.
you, like, let
Yeah.
her know.
I'm
Woman
golfing.
wants to hear these things.
Yeah.
It don't matter how
So you
long
finna
you've
wear
been
them-
with her.
you
That
finna wear
type
them
of stuff,
panties?
I'm just being honest.
You know what that, bro?
I'm just being, being real.
You finna put them
me
jeans?
personally, I like to just be able to do stuff that keep you thinking about it all day.
Right.
So me personally, like I said, I agree with you on the mental part. You know what I'm saying? When you basically trying to come up with different ways to be able to do things to keep you. I don't like to do the same thing over and over again.
Right.
Me personally, I like to do something different. So you know what I'm saying, if you wake up to breakfast, you know what I'm saying, in the morning, breakfast in bed or something like that. Then next time around, you may come home and it's a hot shower with a glass of wine or something like that. No, I'm not shower, but a hot bath with some, bubble bath with some wine or something like that. So I agree with you. It's all about how you stimulate the mind. But me personally, I feel like, can you satisfy them without sex? I feel like you can up until a certain point, because once you go to doing all those things, that's gonna make your body go to want all that stuff.
But you thinking personally, you're not thinking, generally. Like that's your thing. Like that might be your need, but that might not be the need of the next person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people generally are satisfied beyond that because
Well, you should. I
for
think you should
whatever
also
reason.
have these discussions before you marry a person, too.
Right.
Because if you marry someone who's not that sexual,
expectation.
and then your
Right.
husband is like on it like
He
every
on, like,
day,
10 every
it's
day.
gonna be
It's
a
gonna-
conflict.
and
at
that's
some
the
point.
issue
But
come in
once
at.
you start
that's what the
that,
issue
it's got to
is. And
continue.
you have
You
to
can't
continue.
start that
Right.
and then stop.
So
Right.
that-
and then expect your husband to
gonna
be
be a
faithful.
problem.
And you're not
He's
giving
not.
him
You're not
nothing.
giving
Like,
him, right.
once every 8 months.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I don't think that works.
It ain't
not
gonna
fair.
work.
That's
Yeah.
not
It's not
fair.
gonna work.
Don't
'Cause
do
you
that
got-
to people.
Like
Right.
It's wrong.
some women, they're like, they drive isn't like that. It's like once every 2 or 3 months.
But here's the thing. I
For
don't.
what, sex?
That's
But here's the thing.
But like
In the
men,
same home?
some men, yes, some men aren't like that.
No, I know
Oh.
somebody who literally.
Yes, I do too.
But you say
He didn't
there
have
was a
sex with his
way
wife for
to-
like 18
Right.
months.
I don't know about walking
To the
around
point where he
house
was
for 3
so
months.
frustrated where he would say this at work.
Right.
And then we were like, and we knew both of them, which was the crazy part. And it was
Right.
just like, I don't understand how do you stay in? And he's like, I'm trying. I don't know how long I could do this. But he was, and he's like, I haven't cheated. I'm not being faithful.
Right.
But he was like, she's just not a sexual person. So I'm like, you didn't know
Some
that going
people
into
are
it.
not,
He
right.
was like, yeah, I did. But then we had a talk, so she kind of stepped it up. But a few years
Maybe
in, she
twice a
kind of died back down. And I was thinking, like, I don't think you have to have conversations for one like this, but you have to literally, just like you guys have to send us flowers and you probably don't want to, we gotta have sex when we don't
That
want
part.
to.
No, I like to send flowers personally.
You know what I
No,
mean? Like
but if we
you're
love
doing
you,
something for someone
We
else. You know what I'm
love,
saying?
it's not
I feel like
pleasing.
you
I don't
have
wanna
to do
hold back
those
on
things
that.
for other
I
people.
think the love is a driving force to what you will and won't do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you love that person and you know that they're not like that, okay, I might dial it back.
Right.
Or
Or right.
Or you
Is
know,
that right?
like you gotta get on the same page where y'all can be okay.
Why would you do that to somebody?
I might have to make some
That's torture.
adjustments.
I said
Exactly.
teasing. There's a difference between teasing and torturing.
Right.
And that's the torture part.
But you got to
That's
think, like,
torture.
for some, it's not a torture or a tease. It's like,
Right.
Well,
all
for the
right.
one who doesn't want it, it's not the torture. But
Right.
for the one who wants it, it could be
For
torture.
for the one that don't want it, like, yeah, I gave Bay son like 3 months ago. He's straight for another 3 months. But Bay walk around like, hey, you tripping, man? What's going on?
Got a whole different walk.
Right.
All right, let's keep going up the list, right? I think this one gonna resonate with you. Oh, this you right here.
Why you gonna call me out like that, bro? Go
No,
ahead,
I'm
go
just
ahead, man.
saying.
Go ahead.
When I read it, I was like, oh, that's all right. Take you out for dinner or cook for you.
I'll take that. Hey,
For some,
right.
we can
Because-
consider that what? Act of service, act of kindness,
Right.
you know, whatever, cooking for somebody or taking them out to eat. That's another love language, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I
You know,
mean,
so that might be fulfilling their physical need.
Yeah.
Because
I look at it like this right here. How hard is it for you to take somebody out to eat?
that's easy.
It's easy, but how easy is it for
The
you to
hard
actually
part is
cook a
cooking for
meal
somebody.
that they're really gonna enjoy?
Right.
So
Well-
I'm saying that's like I said. Once again, I think about stuff like that. My mindset is always to try to do something different than what the next man already do. Like I'm saying, we all could take you out to dinner, but can you actually take that dinner that I'm taking you out to? Can you actually prepare that at home?
Right.
Or
Right.
come up with your own dish. Like you,
or your
you know,
own dish.
You might have a specialty. You know,
Right.
you might have the AC special. Well, it's going down every time. You
Yeah.
know, they be satisfied. All they want to do is sit on the couch and talk.
And that's what I'm saying. One of the good things
know what I'm
about
saying?
dinner is you have a good conversation.
Right.
Like it leads to a good conversation.
And
Whether
you can
you're
talk
at a
while you're
restaurant.
And
Yeah.
they can also come in the kitchen and assist you.
Right.
Man, I just bring the chef. To
That's
the house.
fun.
So
I mean, that's a possibility
Bring the
too.
chef to the house.
That's a possibility
See?
too.
But what y'all gonna be doing while you cooking?
Man,
Oh,
we
other
talking
things.
and yeah.
We sitting, we having a drink.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, that
But it
wine.
could be either way though. Yeah, all that. You know,
bottle of
what's that
wine.
pregame? They call it the pregame.
Pre-game.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, you stoking the fire.
You stoking it. That's what I'm saying.
All of it ain't gonna stoke the fire, man. I'm just saying.
You talking about pregame. You
Y'all
stoking
just
it.
want to stoke. Y'all just want to stoke the fire.
Hey, I'm telling you, you gotta be
We're
gang
gonna
ready.
say, hey, it's only so much as I can take now. I'm trying not to think about the sex, but you keep on doing all this stuff, man. And I'm saying that, hey, I'm just
telling
like,
you,
come on now.
it's
And hey, bro, I
excitement.
agree with you on that.
Because it's like,
I mean,
let's say for example, you've already been that way, and then he or she want to start dialing it back, right?
Right.
You can't just all of a sudden make those changes, right? Because all the stuff that you normally do may always lead up to that, or you know what I mean. If you're doing the sweet things or whatever, because you know that's what they like,
Right.
and then maybe in your mind is that that's what you want to do at the end of the day, right? So how do you just all of a sudden start dialing that back?
Right.
Right. So you got to talk about it ahead of time. You
Well, I
can't
think-
start one way unless they're sick or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
No,
You know.
but some women do it out of spite.
Yeah, and they
But
went.
you-
Some
like
do it
I
out of
said,
spite.
you shouldn't do
Because
that.
I've been there, done that.
But some don't necessarily do it out of spite. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, they might get caught up in the moment. Like, oh, this is what he like. And it might go against what they really feel or what they like.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, they have a reality check with themselves and they have to be like, hey, I know we was on like 10, you know, for like the first month or two.
Right.
But I'm normally at like 5.
But the problem
You know what I'm
is people
saying?
don't have that conversation.
Right.
And that's where the issue comes.
Huge.
Right.
Is gonna come into play because
It
if
is.
you don't literally sit down and say, "Okay, babe, we're I'm Monday, you're Friday."
Right.
Different days
You're
of the
expecting,
week.
you're
Right.
making
It
it
gives you two different
automatically
feelings,
know.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
This is true.
if you don't have that discussion, then someone is left hanging, like feeling neglected or whatever it is that they're feeling. So how do you get past that?
So let me ask
It's
a
a
question,
compliment.
cool. Let me ask a question.
Okay.
So we got 2 women here. So I'm gonna ask this question because, like, so based on what you just said,
Right.
so you have a man, okay? He a Monday through Friday, okay? So you kind of get that, look, baby, listen, you know, you've been slipping a little bit, but you know, I'm still being faithful. At the same time, like I need you to step it up a little bit. So hold up, I need you to step it up a little bit because I'm on Monday through Friday. You knew that. From the beginning because I told you that because at one point when you were trying to wind a dime like I was winding down on you was a Monday through Friday too.
Right.
Okay, so my question to you as a woman is once those things change and he come to you, he still want the Monday through Friday, like what kind of conversation do you have so I could be on the same page?
I think honestly, I don't think it should change, but that's just my opinion. Again, because I really don't equate. I don't feel like one thing has anything to do with the other. Like the physical aspect and the day-to-day aspect and the emotional, like I don't weigh them on the same table or on the same scale. So for me personally, I honestly think I have to know what I'm getting into with a person. So if I know he likes sex, I'm down to have sex on whatever days he's trying to have sex. That's just me though. Now I do have friends who will be like, nah, I ain't doing it because I just don't like it. And you have those friends. But I look at them, I'm like, so are you going to be mad when he cheats? Because at some point, and that's just an honest conversation, because we can't pretend it doesn't happen. That's honesty. Like, so are you really going to be mad when he meets Sarah and Sarah keeps stroking his ego at work and she brings him the coffee, she
Them
gives
work
him that
wives.
feelings that,
Them
you
work
know what I'm
wives
saying,
real now.
that he hasn't been feeling. Are you really going to be upset? Well, I still don't think he should cheat because he's married. But you're not doing what wives do. Wives have sex with their husbands. Have sex.
And I agree with everything you're saying, but it also goes both ways.
No, completely.
No, but that's
it
the
does go both ways.
entanglement that people get confused
Yeah.
for is it's always the woman to please,
Right.
a woman to please, and we have to
We
be
have- but you-
compromising
exactly,
in order
but
to.
there is
I'm
something that
tired,
makes
you're
us-
tired,
right.
Right.
Let me
but
be
Right.
understanding
Right.
with it
I
at that
ain't never
particular
tired.
point where you're
So,
pleasing.
that's-
You know what I'm saying? No,
He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
Hold on.
I ain't never
No,
tired.
you say that. No,
I'm
it's
gonna rewind
easy
the
to say
film.
it.
You know, I call people like, you
But
remember you said you get
it
tired.
goes
Yeah.
both ways.
That-
Red
I
Bull
got no
champion,
film.
baby.
It goes both
Yeah.
ways.
And I think, man,
It
I
goes
really
both
think
ways.
you gotta
it's not
have
always just a woman.
two people
Right,
gotta
no,
have
it's
an
not.
emotional connection.
Tell me call you out, cool.
Yeah,
Call
two
you
people
out.
got to have an emotional connection because, I mean, we're all humans.
Right.
Some days the man's not gonna want it.
Right.
Other days the woman's not gonna want it. But if y'all got an emotional connection, right?
No, that's true.
There go that thing again.
Hold up, man.
What?
Stop.
Why are you looking like
Stop.
that?
Hold up. No,
What was he saying?
No, listen.
Okay, can I say one thing?
Hold on, listen. No, I'm finna say. I'm finna go.
You don't get to say-
Let him talk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am tired of you trying to be this nice guy on here like you don't do nothing. You talking him? Yes.
We talking about emotional.
That's why you laughing, because I'm laughing too. I'm like, look, really, we should be emotional. Come on, man. Really, bro? Come on now.
All right, so what am I saying wrong?
Really? No, listen.
What am I saying
Hey,
wrong?
so this is his spill. He's grown. He's evolved
I'm a-
as a
I'm a
person.
grown man,
Give your spill,
okay?
AC.
Come on,
Give your
man.
spill. Give your
Got a hater
spill.
in the house.
Give your
Can I
spill.
comment to that
And
though?
I don't do nothing wrong.
Can I piggyback off of that though? I think so at the same sense too. So say we're texting each other, sending pictures, we're edging each
Right.
other on out. I'm
talking about these pictures.
No, I'm saying no.
That's all emotion.
You-
boy.
yeah,
That's all emotion.
You like getting that person ready
I-
and different
I
things.
do.
There
Yeah.
have been moments where both of us get there like, I get a look, he get a look like, babe. I don't say it first because I don't want it to look like I pulled out first. You know what I'm saying? Well, like quote. You know,
Right.
Like, but I'm saying he might not feel like it, but it's like, okay, if he don't, okay, if you don't, babe, I understand it. I'm gonna struggle. Like, babe, it's cool. We can hold each
Right.
other.
Man, I like a woman that go first, man.
Because we might both be at that
Right.
point where we've edged each other up all day, but then you got other stuff that
That's
goes
that
on. You
word.
never know.
But we talked about it
No,
before.
but it's a communication understanding, like he said.
Yeah.
You
most-
gotta
Come
have
on,
that.
man. Get your weight up, buddy.
Most
Get your
dudes,
weight up.
most dudes gotta be almost on their deathbed, like sick or something most of the time, like or just. I mean, I've been working for 24 hours, 36 hours straight, and I hadn't even never sat down for their lady to come to them and they just say no.
Right.
You better
And
not agree to
again,
that. I know you.
who
I know
said-
you didn't just agree to that.
No.
And
I'm saying,
even
like,
then,
I know you
they
didn't
gonna
agree
must
to that.
up some. They gonna must up something.
Everybody is different.
Boo, come on.
Okay,
I
I
got it.
want to keep it. I mean, PG. I'm saying.
No,
When I said we holding each other, we said there's other things you can do other than maybe at that
Right.
point we don't feel like the whole getting up and
Right.
So
the connection and
so the number two.
You jump from.
Give you a cuddle.
I feel like he could
Because she jumped because she touched on it. So we're gonna
because that can be
We'll
a
throw it out
touch
there.
of a
Give you a
somebody
cuddle.
sex- Yeah, it's called like fulfillment. You never know.
Right.
have you cuddled? Do you
Some
cuddle?
people- I
Do you
love
cuddle?
cuddling.
He don't
I
cuddle.
He
love
don't do nothing.
He don't cuddle?
He don't
But-
I
do
love
nothing.
to cuddle.
But
I cuddle.
Can I fall
do
back
you
to-
cuddle?
I cuddle.
You know
Okay.
the question that he had,
Is that
right?
feeling for you?
But you
I
can't cuddle
cuddle.
with everyone though. 'Cause
Yeah, I
cuddle
told- I
for a
told
woman
not to
is
random.
very-
Cuddle-
You
you
can't
cuddle
cuddle
with
with
random.
everyone.
Right.
You can't.
Cuddling
You
for
cannot
women and
cuddle
cuddling for men is
Yeah, it's
different.
not.
Not
It's,
cuddle with
it's
every
not.
woman.
You can't. You
Yeah.
can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's like
do
pillow
not
talk.
cuddle
You
with
can't
every
pillow
woman.
You can't cuddle with randoms. We know that. We
Sometimes
can't
you
cuddle
gotta
with
be like,
randoms.
well, what you about to do?
So,
That
right. So back to the question that you
Here you
the
go.
question that you
Shoe
had.
on, shirt on already.
So when you asked her the question, right?
Right.
Is it so you Monday through Friday, whatever? But are you initiating and then she's rejecting, or is it just you waiting for her to initiate because she know that you always want it, right? Or you going to go to her and then she like, nah, get off me, I'm tired, or something like that.
Oh no, that's
right.
not cool.
Okay, so let me.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to verify because like she might go with if you go ahead and initiate it, she might just go ahead with it because
Okay.
she wants.
So,
just
so let me touch on that. So one thing about me, bro, we on camera talking about me. Okay, one thing about me.
So you want to let
I'm
look into the camera?
about to go there.
I want them to see him.
It's about me.
Right.
Okay. It's about one thing
Oh.
about me. Okay. Like to me, it turns me on when you initiate it. Okay. I like when a woman initiated.
Right.
Because that lets me know right then. Okay, it's finna go down.
She know what she wants.
Right. But me personally, if I try to initiate it and you reject me, it's a done deal, bro. I don't try no more.
That goes both ways.
Hey,
I've
I
never
don't-
done a sister
I actually
thing.
I don't,
agree
bro.
with
I don't.
If I
like,
It's a
take-
turn
I don't.
off. It's a
I don't.
turn off.
It's a turn.
Yeah,
To me,
it's
it's
a
a
turn
turn,
off.
bro.
It is a turn off.
Rejection.
I don't.
Reject,
Like,
you-
Once you reject
when
me,
you touch me, give me some type of touch and
Right,
say something.
right.
Don't just
Yeah.
bam, just
Right.
for real.
Yeah.
But
Right.
You got a problem.
most
Right.
most men have to deal with rejection more than women.
more than women, right?
Oh yeah.
I can say
So that's
Yeah.
why a lot of men,
because when I come up, coming hard.
right? But
Yeah.
every woman doesn't think like that because some women feel like, oh, I can't do that because it made me look a certain way.
Wait, you worried about how you
Ladies.
look with
Wait,
your
wait.
man?
It doesn't make you look
you
a certain
don't
way.
look-
Right.
ladies,
It make you look like you know what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm
part.
saying? And we like women who know what they want.
that part.
You know? So
You
if
know
you
what?
initiate, most men aren't gonna be like, oh no,
That
too
reminds me
aggressive.
of a story,
You
man.
are never
They had
tired.
a survey.
Hey,
Hey, they had a
Red Bull
survey.
King, baby.
Red Bull.
You better know it.
Hold on.
Hey, they had a
Look at
survey,
Red
and on the
King.
survey it
Imagine a
says
minute, he gonna be
it asked a lot of
sad.
men.
After I
right?
get done.
It was a survey
Yeah, what you
about a couple
doing?
years back.
On
It
the
asked
couch,
men. It
baby.
said, which one would you prefer?
They
A woman
Like,
that allows you to have sex with her within 24 hours, or a woman that allows you to have sex with her in 3 months? So the survey was like, most guys picked the
24
woman that
hours.
wanted
24
hours.
Bruh,
Yeah.
she know what she want.
They was,
I say that all the time.
Already, so ladies,
Ain't no-
just because
what
you
we
have,
waiting for?
Wait for,
just because you
exactly.
give it up within 24 hours or 2 weeks or whatever the case might be, doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means you know what you want.
No.
You
Can
know
I
what
speak
you
on that?
want,
But
bruh.
back in the
also
days, people
means-
actually cared. I don't think women care no more.
Right.
Like, we gonna let you know.
Right, we women don't care, but
We
that
don't care no
also
more.
means just because I'm not having sex in the 24 hours and I make
Doesn't
you wait
mean
till
I'm not
3
interested
It
in
doesn't
you.
mean I'm not interested, and it just means I'm picking and choosing at this
Right.
point because I'm not 25, 26. You're not gonna get it.
No, but
for whatever reason.
But here's my thing, and they
Because
they
you
might not
already know,
agree,
like, I
but
be
I'm gonna
like-
say this. I'm gonna go there.
Friend.
Listen,
Right.
if you make me wait those 3 months, it damn sure better be. Excuse me, it better be worth it. I promise you that.
No, but here's the thing. It's not even. I don't think it's
I
for
mean,
one for me.
Hey, I'm just being
That's
real.
an opinion.
Look, come on, now listen.
That's debatable,
no,
too.
No,
Okay, wait,
listen.
hold
Both
on.
ways. It go both
Okay,
ways.
wait, let me-
But what I'm
let
saying,
me-
it go both ways.
let me say
But what I'm
this,
saying is, if your only means was to make me wait 3 months just to see if I
Just
was
to
gonna
prove a
wait,
point?
right?
Yeah,
just
just
to
see
prove a
it, right.
And then
Okay, so
when we
no.
finally do it,
Right.
and it ain't all that. Oh no,
No, but some women have been through situations
we having
in their life where they
conversations,
set
bro.
up. Where you have to kind of step back sometimes. It's not always that she's not
it's not with a vengeful like I'm just making him wait
Yeah,
because of the
no, it's not
90-day
being
rule. Or whatever.
spiteful.
No, it's not even about that. In all honesty, you got too many new diseases. Let's start there.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to
That's
wait.
respect for that.
And then
Right.
once you grow up just a smidge,
Yeah.
you know you can't give yourself to everybody.
Not
So let's
everybody.
just start there.
Yeah.
And then when you want different things, you do have to do different things.
Right.
You don't conduct yourself in the same way. So it's not about what the he better wait and he got to wine and dime. No, that's just me.
That's you.
I'm not speaking for
Right.
every woman. But what I'm saying to you is that even if she says, okay, let's just turn the page. Let's honestly get to know each other. Let's honestly just date. You know what I'm saying? You want to be friends because men love it. Let's be friends. Let's be friends then.
I think
So
I think
fellas-
relationships are stronger if you do wait.
Yeah. So
I think
fellas,
rela- just
you
are
don't
stronger.
like the thrill of the hunt?
I mean, I do.
Like you don't like? I mean,
I do.
Like it's
I
almost
honestly
like
do.
because he's like 24 hours. That means like you can Mike can get it. He might, you know what I'm saying?
No. I said that was the survey was. I'm saying what
but
I'm
you
saying
said
is
24 hours.
No. I said that was the survey.
Yeah, but what was your
No, me personally, like I said, if the hunt is worth it, yeah, cool. I'm saying I like the hunt because, but what I'm just saying is after the hunt, just make sure it's worth it.
But I mean, you got to make sure your. I mean, who
They
said
say it go both ways. It go both ways.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you might give it, and she might get it, and she be like, "Oh, that's trash."
I waited 3 months for that.
Right.
So it do
So it's
go
go both ways.
It do.
Well, you know, women got an opinion too. Like, girl.
big
They ain't scared to voice it.
Bigger than y'all think.
They ain't get.
No,
They ain't scared to voice it.
No, they ain't. And
Right.
they'll voice it to their homegirls. And
No,
when you around their
they'll voice it
homegirls,
to you.
they be giggling.
voice it to you anyway.
They be like,
What you laughing
why
at?
your girl giggling at me?
Right.
What you?
Oh, no, she crazy. Yeah, all right. So we're going to get back into the list. Number 6, respect her for who she is, he or she.
100.
Yeah.
I think that goes both ways.
Important.
True. True statement.
People
Yeah.
have to be able to be themselves. You have to
Yeah.
be able, you can't be yourself with me. Don't act one way with your homeboys and get with me and you all meek and mild and like a mouse like you just said you were pretending to be nice. No, if you a wild animal, be a wild animal.
Right.
If you cuss. If that's what you do, that's what you do. Let
Don't-
me see all of that so I can see if that's what I want to deal with.
Right.
Don't say, oh,
Right.
first night, and then get with her and be like, yeah, babe, I can wait straight.
Right.
I'm cool.
I can say
No,
this.
no.
And I
Bring
think
that same energy.
My brother can agree with me. And I tell my son this. I tell both my brothers. Be 100 from the jump.
On a jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A woman will respect
Respect
you
you a lot
more. She's either going A, mess with
mess
you, or
with you.
B, keep it moving.
Yeah.
But I
That's it.
respect you more with being 100.
And she-
that way I
And you
know
can always come
exactly
back
what it is.
if you keep it 100. You can
Right.
We got room
9 times out of 10 you can come back.
Open up, but be 100. Don't
Yeah.
come to
Right.
me with the pretty, and then I
Yeah.
look behind the shit and like, wait.
And I admit, she taught me that. She did tell me that, and it has been working. It has been working for me. So, but
I told you that. What I told you.
Yeah, it has been working a lot. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is just all about basically just keeping it real. But one thing too, I would tell you, if you're a certain way, and especially to women, if you're a certain way, like just be real. I'm saying don't try to hide it. Like if you that wild girl, be that wild girl. Don't try to be when you get with me. You try to be all conservative. I'm saying like I'm a judge. No,
Like,
be who you are.
Okay, now me for that, again, I go back to the teasing type thing. It's not me holding it back, but I don't want to give you my all at 1st. I want to, like he said, a hunt, a chase, a thing.
Right.
But
Women
don't
like
get me
to be
wrong,
chased.
I'm not going to get, half-butted.
Maybe you're saying
You
don't
going
be
to know
guarded.
that it's worth it.
Maybe like let your guard down.
Yeah,
a little bit,
like
just be
every
yourself.
woman don't just want to just go and
Trying
just,
to say mostly like
Right.
but I'm going to
walk
let you
around
know
like
it.
you only
Right.
eat salad, but you know you want the steak. Is that what
Right.
you're trying to say?
Right.
Yeah, I order the steak.
Yeah, I'm saying
Well,
just
it
I'm saying
depends.
let's
I'm
be
not
who
going to
you.
give you the 100 unless I know.
I'm
Sometimes I
saying be who
like
you are.
Like, I mean, you know.
Number
what
5,
Be who you are.
Yeah,
make him or her a present.
a who?
a
A
present.
present.
A
Present.
Like a gift?
Instead of
Okay.
necessarily buying something, you know, some people are like I've honestly had this
Can I get
happen.
it made?
Like
I'm not
yeah, some women or men are handy.
Yeah.
They'll go and buy a whole bunch of stuff and they'll create a basket
Make you
or
Took out the
you
time.
know
Yeah.
something for
I
you
like that.
that required
Time.
more thought and
Right.
time.
Creativity,
You gotta
yeah.
actually know that
Creativity,
person too.
right.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the store.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, I know he like
It's polo shirt.
candy, and I know he like
right.
you know sodas and. Oh, I'm gonna go put him together a little basket. You
Right.
got Skittles and candy bar. You know,
Right.
they
All
do
the
that.
things that you mentioned that you like. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
That shows a lot. That shows that they're paying attention.
Paying
it is
attention. Exactly.
different.
Right, they're paying
That's the
attention.
key thing.
Yes,
Right.
You know, in older ages, we want to know that a mug is paying attention to us, not
Exactly.
In tune.
just you know what I'm saying.
That's
Right? They
Yeah.
trying to become in tune with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 4, and you touched on this. Pay lots of compliments.
Yeah.
Men
It makes,
and women,
makes a big difference. Both ways.
they like to be complimented,
Both ways.
especially women.
Yeah.
You know, tell your woman she beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
They
Where's
get
the
old.
affirmation.
No, it don't.
That get old.
I just literally got a
doesn't?
smile on my face because I literally did it before I went home. Like, I mean, left the house. Hubby's in his comfortable, whatever. He signed up. I was like, babe, oh, that's rough. Oh, like, see you when I get back home. I'm just saying.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So that made him, I don't got a couple texts while I was out there. Like, he ready to get home. Because he know. I'm saying, ain't nothing. I
never
love
gets
it.
old.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't
We
think
do
it
it
gets
all
old.
the
Why are
time.
you getting old?
Okay, catch this theory. If you
It's
don't do it,
genuine.
somebody else will.
Somebody else will. That's right.
Because when you go to your conversation,
Exactly.
the
All the
A-Rock is
time.
literally gonna tell you how
I
beautiful
get
you are.
compliments from men
All
and
day.
women all the time.
Right.
That
No,
doesn't matter to me.
so
I
when
want to
when
hear
I-
from my man.
When I say
Right.
they get old, what I'm saying is
Or that little
It never
snagger tooth
changes.
man
That part.
buying them
Change it up.
scratch offs.
He's
But he's
gonna
not like, ooh, girl.
Every
You
day
know,
you walk
or
around,
your-
like,
he better know he lucky. Like,
Right.
you know
Right,
what?
right,
Go to the
You
gas
know
station if you just want to boost the self-esteem.
Yeah. Hubby, when you already
on.
keyed on it, we good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so. You know what? Okay. Let me know we that. Oh, he got a negativity. Here it come.
No,
so
man, come on.
Only thing with that, with the compliments and everything.
You gotta mean them.
No. Just no.
They have to
Here's the part what's funny to me about the compliments. Okay, yeah, you should compliment your mate.
Right.
Let her know how beautiful she is.
Right.
And vice
Or
versa,
he.
how handsome he is, all that stuff.
Exactly.
But here's the thing where it get funny to me at. When you compliment your mate how beautiful she is, then you go out in public and somebody else doing it and you can't handle it, then it becomes a problem.
Well, no, it doesn't because, like
Because-
she said, women want to hear it from their mate. They don't care about it coming from everybody
what I'm saying
else.
Is, what I'm saying is you got some people. I'm saying if you know your girl beautiful,
Right.
Okay, then you got a lot of people staring and licking and making comments or whatever, and you hear this. Some dudes don't know how to take that. Some chicks either.
So what?
now it becomes
Exactly.
the argument.
No,
Oh,
that's
I'm
insecure.
saying-
That's insecurity.
That's insecurity.
That's
Because
my
I
point.
personally don't want to be
That's
with a
my
woman
point.
that's not getting compliments or
That's my
not. You know
point.
what I'm saying?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Just recently, I think I shared this with you. I took hubby to we went and got our a man and petty done.
Yes,
well,
sir.
we sitting there and the women are just, and they like, oh, he's handsome. Oh, he's handsome. I saw up in that chair and say, he is, ain't he? He is, ain't
That's-
I'm not finna get upset because I know he is. When
That's
you're
right.
not complimenting, then I'm looking like, well, ain't nobody looking at him. Man.
Right.
Like, I got a problem with that.
That's
You
right.
gotta be comfortable
want
within
somebody to
yourself.
look
I don't
at.
have a
So,
problem with
yeah.
somebody
Oh.
but
Yeah,
a
look good,
respectful
look good
level.
next to me.
Don't touch
Right.
him to a certain. I don't need you rubbing on his head.
Right.
You know, we ain't
Yeah.
gotta do all, but you can compliment. I don't have no
Yeah.
problem.
Right.
Because it can
Like,
get real out of pocket real
Real
quick
quick.
when
Nobody
you
knows
touch
what
Real
it
quick.
Yeah.
Don't touch.
But no, right.
Like just like how you was just telling the story about the dude you had to size up the Asian guy.
Yeah.
'Cause your date was sitting there and she was lost and the guy started
Right,
talking
right.
to her and you sized him up ready to hit the man.
No,
'Cause he
I-
told-
no.
but he thought she was nice looking.
I
Right,
do
yeah,
it all the
so-
time.
that's
I ain't gonna lie,
outside.
like,
That's a
I'm-
good thing.
You had to size him up stance on him like
Right.
he was
No.
like
I'll
shoulder
talk-
width
I'll
apart,
talk
like
to
feet
him.
was like
in
shoulder
the
width
world we
apart.
live in today, they real bold. Like we sit at a
Yeah.
table and the guy and just come up, your wife she's beautiful.
Right.
Like if he wasn't,
Yeah.
some people would have a
Right.
problem with
Yeah,
that.
now
because
that-
he
now-
literally
now-
kept his
well-
eye on me the
Well, that's
whole
now I
while.
think that's
disrespectful.
that's too much.
I
right there.
no.
that is
My
disrespectful.
hubby sat there. He didn't have to say nothing because I handled it. You can bet I handled it at that
Yeah.
point.
Right.
You didn't have to say nothing.
And that's
Right.
good.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
disrespect my
No,
hubby,
yeah.
Right.
you know?
Exactly.
So it plays both ways.
Yeah.
And that's good that you did that because some women don't do that.
Thank you.
And they need to.
Yeah, like
Because
you're not
it
gonna
would
disrespect
keep
them.
their mates out of a lot of
A lot of-
situations.
Yeah.
And it'll cut down on a whole lot of arguments.
And
Right. Right.
if you attracted to him, you should know everybody's gonna be attracted to him too.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
And if you don't have a mate that somebody ain't looking at,
That's a problem.
Right.
That's a problem.
We got a
that's
problem.
what I always say. Right. Yeah. I love when somebody looking at
Stay in your lane.
Oh yeah,
But
she is.
yeah,
I don't
he
even gotta
is,
say
ain't he?
nothing.
Not me either.
They kept her like, oh, he's so
Or
handsome.
if we together and she like, I don't know why he keep looking at me. Who looking at you, baby? As I'm eating or drinking.
100.
Who looking at you, baby? So guess what?
She was you.
She going home with me.
Me, thank you.
Right.
At the end of the day,
I don't care nothing about
What they
that.
say,
Right.
hold your
At the
head
end of
up,
the day, you
your
go home
chest
with
out.
me,
so
Let
ain't
lay
sweating.
on your arms.
Guess
yeah,
what?
let all of them look.
Get your self-esteem boost for the night.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
what,
Right.
depending on how you react to it, you might get a little gift when you get home.
Yeah.
Or in the car. Depends. Oh, it
Right.
just depends.
We said what?
Oh, my bad.
You want to hear that?
Oh, my bad.
He said that's too much.
Man,
I don't want
coffee.
Calm down.
My
See
bad.
that? Whoa, that's too much. I don't.
My bad.
Lord.
You did say
We
level.
gonna move on.
Level.
You gotta
Okay.
Keep going up the list.
Okay. My bad. I'm just saying. It might-
Hey, we keep it
You gotta stay
we keep it real on
spontaneous.
bro
You gotta
code.
stay spontaneous.
You gotta
We
stay
keep-
spontaneous.
We keep it real on bro
this is-
code.
No, you gotta keep it spicy.
Number 3. Look after them when they're ill.
That's a
You know,
given.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
You
all
know,
that matters.
husband and wife, definitely for sure, but
What-
you know,
what about
being
in-
in a relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
You know what I'm
important.
saying? If you date somebody or seeing somebody consistently, regularly,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, they get sick. Hey, what can I do?
Right. That's a given.
You know, can I help you? Need some Sue? You need me to go pick something up? You got a
Right.
prescription?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If they like
and not
you.
just right,
Yeah.
and not just throwing them to the wind and letting them fend for themselves.
Right.
Especially if you see them.
Or if you got COVID, I'm gonna drop it off at the door. And just wait till you get it.
right.
Right.
Or I hit you with a DoorDash. I sent you DoorDash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
It'll be there in a
taking the
minute.
initiative.
That'd be sweet.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I think that's real
That'd be
sweet. Got a
so
whole
sweet.
little care package. We
Yeah.
call it a care
Right.
package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sick. That don't mean I don't still like you.
I like you
know
though.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit you with a DoorDash.
Look out the window. Hey.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
You know, from a distance, right? Hey, when you get well, we can connect.
I love you.
Right. Holla at me when it passed.
Right.
We gonna make up for all that time. boy.
Right.
All right. Number 2. And this one has been said too.
Uh-oh.
Give you a cuddle. Cuddling.
Cuddling.
Cuddling is one of like the biggest ways. Every woman like to cuddle.
Mm-hmm.
And men like to cuddle too. They just don't say
Under
it.
the right person, we like to cuddle. We
That
don't
part.
like to cuddle with everybody though. No.
Wait,
Well, I can say that because I don't
what's
cuddle with
not the
anybody,
right
so
person
I
to
love to
cuddle
cuddle.
with?
I'm just someone you don't
love
have that
to cuddle.
vibe with.
Okay.
I'm married,
You
so
just
I
don't
cuddle.
do everything with
Or,
everybody.
or if he a heavy breather, like all in your ear.
He sweat. He sweat
I
real
was about to say
bad.
sweater.
You hot.
Right. Snore and you're like,
You know, you gotta know you gotta-
I'm like, oh my god. But you kind of know who you want to get cozy with, though.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Because
do.
y'all test that out.
So are you
Oh,
a
yeah.
picky cuddler?
Y'all gotta test
I'm
that
not a
out.
picky cuddle, but I like to cuddle. So it's like I need to feel like safe and warm and like snuggle. And I need to be like right in the pocket, like
Right.
right, you're snuggled. And you have to just stay there for a while till I fall asleep, and then you can move. It's like a whole thing.
So you got a time limit on your cuddling?
Sleep?
Sleep.
Till she fall asleep.
Since you fucking sleep, don't move.
Hey, suppose,
move. Did you
hey,
move?
suppose your head heavy.
You
said don't
gotta
move.
still.
Hey, cause y'all women be having some big, y'all be having some heavy heads. Now.
Your head get heavy.
Everybody's be heavy,
my,
man.
my shoulder be aching.
Yeah.
You saying you can't move over a little bit.
Ladies,
Look,
we
Your
don't
arm
mean
be
that.
like this. They ain't be right. He be like,
your arm be numb.
it be numb all the way up to your like.
And both of them
Come on
talking,
now.
look at their heads and their chest though. They can't take it, right?
Right.
Okay, you can take it. It's okay.
It's
Yeah, man.
okay.
It's
Hey,
okay.
everybody don't work out, man. You know,
No,
I'm just saying.
all the weights over there, man, and you can't take it.
Everybody don't work out.
Talking about he can't have somebody sitting on his
Right.
Sorry, like we got a problem here.
Oh, man.
You tired? You got what you want? That's it.
No.
No, I
What
want
I'm
no
saying is
cuddling.
like
So
sometimes.
would you at least let her back her butt up to you, like the cuddle part?
No, okay, no,
Spoon
listen.
kinda
Here-
Oh,
spoon
that-
it.
oh,
I
that-
like
no,
the
here we
spoon.
go.
I
So,
like it.
nah,
But you gotta be
that's-
careful with
listen,
the
that's
spoon,
creating a
because
whole
that-
nother
that's-
situation.
So now, thank you.
things
So
get-
now, here's my question. When you said cuddling, that's why I was looking at you funny because, like,
like
Now, that was
it's a different, it's a different cuddling. Yeah, well, now listen, if you're gonna lay on my chest and hold me, we holding each other, yeah, I'm good. But when you go to backing it up, and then
I do
one
that
thing
all
about
the time,
women,
yeah.
you don't just back it up,
No,
you
we
gotta
two-
back it all the way up,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and then you gotta,
It's got to fit. It's got to
and
fit
so
that
now
pocket.
I'm sitting here
Yeah,
like this right here, like, well, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
And they know what they're doing
Yeah, of
because
course.
they
So
can
you-
feel when the man going to sleep,
Right.
And then they'll just move a little
Right.
bit.
Like, I'm saying, like really, like, so you gonna, so
Right.
you,
Oh, it's already woman. It ain't
It
sleep.
really feels like you're snuggled in there, though. You really
I more
feel
so
that
do the
way.
spooning part than the
Yeah.
because I get hot. The body,
Yeah.
I get hot. But
Yeah.
the spoon all day, I'm messing with you all day. You got to really
that's
beg me to talk.
unfair. And then,
But I'm ready
listen,
to, though.
listen, but see, but look,
Again.
men, we have,
Again,
but listen,
mine
look, I'm looking at the camera.
Three?
For my men that don't understand this how you test it. When she back it up like this, just rub it a little bit.
Yep.
When she move a little bit, that means you ain't getting up. So just move back up.
No. It depends on how
That's
long
not the goal,
That's not the
fellas.
goal.
That's not the goal.
Listen. At least you know you can get your hopes up.
man.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
At least you know you can get your hopes up.
Me personally, my hand gonna meet your
She
hand.
gonna
I'm just
text
put
you
it
all
where
day
it
when she
needs to
bumping
be.
up the feet.
Right.
When you rub and she move like a little bit, oh yeah, you can get nothing.
See, that's different. That's one of them other ones. Yeah, you right. You right.
See, you know,
You right.
I,
Now that's sometimes morning things. Right?
Oh,
Sometimes
man.
morning, like, I
I'm
ain't
just
ready
saying. So
yet.
that's how you test it, fellas.
Right,
Like,
right.
hey,
But that don't mean
rubbing
get
up
up and
thigh a
not
little bit.
stop, though. You don't have to stop. Try again. If she do it the second time, then you move.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right,
see, so you know I ain't lying.
You gotta get
Yeah,
at
no,
least twice.
no, because you gotta
I
give
used
me
to
a
have a
minute.
rule.
I gotta wake up.
I used to have a
What's your
rule.
rule, cool? What's your rule, cool?
I used to have a rule. A woman come to my house. Okay, this is back when I was young. Let me preface that.
As soon as she hit the door, she gotta take a bath.
No.
As soon as she hit the door, she gotta take a shower. That's what I know.
But she couldn't go in my refrigerator either.
Right. The door. I
Take the
can't.
refrigerator, and she gotta take a bath.
Look, I used to have a
I
rule when I
cannot.
was younger. The first time a woman come to my house, I give her the benefit of the doubt. I wouldn't try her. I ain't lying.
I'm done.
I'm trying to.
I'm serious.
I'm trying to.
But that second time,
You can
oh,
try.
you can't try it.
Well, you know what?
And if the result is not favorable,
She coming back.
she ain't coming back. I ain't gonna need us wasting our time. You know what I'm saying? What we wasting our time for?
Oh my God.
I'm dead serious.
You know what?
So
No.
those 2 times, does that include
cannot.
like dates going out?
No.
or is this 2 times to
This,
the house?
this when I was young, I
Oh,
wasn't
she
about
got
no
to know.
dates.
She
Like,
knew what time it was. That's what you're saying.
We weren't doing
So
all that.
she
No.
knew. She knew what
It wasn't-
time it was. And what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
that's back in them
different.
stadium club
Right.
days. That's back in them stadium club days.
That's different.
Something like that. Park Place, baby.
I can't.
210, you feel me?
That 229.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like what we wasting our time for? You know, I'm young. I'm not. No, I ain't thinking about all that dating stuff. No, baby.
So you know what? I ain't gonna just hang yourself out of like myself.
I know you was like that too.
I had mine was a little more.
Okay.
Deeper. It wasn't like I give you a couple times. It wasn't
No.
two. But I'm saying, but
I
no.
ain't got no time to
Here's
waste.
my thing. If you come
might die
over,
tomorrow.
if you come over, we out there and discuss, and you like, no, I'm not ready for that. That's cool. But then when you go to doing a little thing to turn me on, and then when I go to reacting, and you said stop. Oh no, you ain't coming back.
But see, that's the
It's
thing.
over.
Like,
Is that like flying out and then
That's
yeah, that's definitely like flying
is that
out.
flying out?
No,
Like,
that teasing.
It's all about
No.
communication. It's
Yeah.
got to bear to the whole point. It still results back to communication.
Right.
Say what you mean what you say.
say.
So we all have an understanding.
But let's be-
real from the jump.
And we can
know what
discuss
time
that
it is.
before I
Like, 'cause you
arrive.
could be somebody, like just like a woman. I
right.
could have met you and just right
Right.
after I just want to.
I just want
That's all I just want. That's all I want from.
Right.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
vice versa. I'm just saying.
Oh, so
It
you,
happens.
so women do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
yeah.
Women most definitely do that, bro.
So listen, we got we got over 3 minutes before going to the next. I'm gonna ask you this question. So, which one is more favorable to y'all? A guy that basically just wines and dines you, knowing only thing he want is to just hit, or a guy that's up front that listen.
Up front.
I just want to hit.
Up front.
Bro.
Be upfront.
Up front.
But okay, so you said up front, but is that disrespectful?
It's not.
Why not?
Because you're just
the way
stating
you
what
say
you
it.
want. It doesn't mean I'm gonna give you
Say
what you want. It just means you're
Hey,
telling
what
me
I
what
said,
you want.
yeah.
I don't have to
Choosing
prove
a B.
it.
No, I
Right.
don't.
Okay,
You
but,
just like,
okay,
hey, this is what
But
I
that's like
want.
applying for the
We grown,
job
we grown,
and not
bro,
getting
we
the
grown.
job.
So, but
You applied, but you didn't get it.
Listen, so here's the twist to it. So even though you said, even though I know what you want, I'm not gonna give it. But then it may be a certain time at the point of time you're like, you know what, I'm feeling a little bit. So you know, let me. That's what he wanted, and,
So-
and ain't no feelings. I'm just gonna let him hit and go home.
So women
So-
can spin the block, but we can't.
Yeah.
They- women can spin the block,
That's what I'm saying.
but we
So,
can't.
y'all
So it's
spin the-
like up to you, like how bad you
I've
want it.
never
Like
really done it,
I
but
wanted
yeah.
it when I was talking to him, but you know what I'm saying. Now I'm like, I got options. I might not want it, but I'm gonna do it anyway just because.
Right. When you get that what you doing text
Right.
at like 1 a.m., where you at?
I just have to
1:30.
Oh, so where you at?
If I
Look.
go, hey,
Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
WYA.
you know
Yeah.
what's
So what
up.
is- so where you at?
What's up, stranger?
What that mean? Where you at? What that
Right.
mean?
Where you at?
Where you at?
At 1 o'clock in the morning?
1 o'clock
Know
in
what
the
that
morning.
means?
Where you at?
Oh, 1 o'clock in the
When
morning.
you leaving? When you leaving?
It's Y. It's WYA.
WYA.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm at the house.
WYD.
I'm at the house.
Listen,
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
If you-
Oh, you get.
On my way.
Oh, this the one right here.
Right.
When you get them eyes.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
if you,
just a
if you see me
plain
some eyes at 1 o'clock in the morning,
eggplant.
you better hope I
Right.
see it because I'm
Right.
asleep.
Or you get that water emoji with the eggplant. You be like,
Okay.
Oh, the eggplant.
Yeah,
Cool.
the eggplant.
The eggplant.
Eggplant.
With the bread.
Yeah.
with the eggplant. With the eggplant.
Yeah.
Okay, so last one. Support and appreciate them.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a given.
Oh my
That's
God.
Support and
Have to.
appreciate them.
That's a given.
That's number one.
That's a given.
You have to.
That's a given.
Definitely.
Definitely agree.
Everything
Yeah.
that applies to everybody. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be able to be with them, you definitely gotta support them, man. You definitely gotta look
Whether
out
you
for
agree
them.
with it or not.
Yeah, motivate them, all that good stuff.
You have to.
I'm saying.
Be a
So
positive
hey,
reinforcement.
at this point we have our segment what we call Ask Bro Code.
Yeah,
And
we're
when we
gonna
have
switch
women
gears.
guests, when we have women guests, we let the women pick
We'll let the women
out
pick.
the bowl. So which one of y'all ladies?
So we got two women. We're gonna do two questions. We got 10 minutes. We're gonna do two
We're
questions.
gonna do two questions.
Yeah, we're gonna do two. We're
Okay.
gonna let each one pick.
So
Okay.
that's just probably one. So if it's a person name on it, you read who it's from. That's not okay.
Missed that part.
What would you say what would you say was your biggest regret?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a tough one. Ooh,
I
are they
think
talking about relationship?
My biggest regret was getting married too early.
Okay.
I feel like my biggest regret was getting married too early. I feel like I married the wrong person, all for the all wrong reasons.
Okay.
I'm saying when she was like, either you marry me or I'm leaving, I should have just let her left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But me trying to be like, okay, you got my kid, you know what I'm saying? We've been together for 3-4 years, everybody who don't came along, you don't ran them off. So maybe this must be the one. This must be the one.
Already.
Okay, right. Right. Listen, listen.
She's the one.
Listen, you and my sister been fighting, but I'm still gonna marry you. Though, I'm saying,
Right.
Like, I'm saying all that, and then not even like a year later, then you dip. I'm like, maybe I should have let you left before you.
Right.
So
You had to go through that.
so my regret would definitely be that, man.
Mine, I would say not sticking to my plan. Like I had a plan when I graduated high school, this, and I did not do that because of variables that occurred.
Yeah.
And I had
three
to
of 'em?
detour.
But
No,
that's
it was
like,
two at
that's
first.
like, though.
It
That's
was
like.
two. Yeah, I would definitely say not sticking to my plan.
Yeah.
That I created for myself in life. Yeah.
I'll say for me, marrying before getting marriage counseling.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you know what? And before I got married, we didn't really date. It's like she had a child already. I fell in love with the child, so it was like that family unit already.
Yeah.
And she.
Because
had
you like that. You like the
I
family.
like the family.
Yeah,
She had a big
that's
family,
how I was.
brothers and
Yeah,
cousins,
yeah,
and everything.
yeah,
So it's like we didn't really get to know each other
Right.
prior to getting married, and that hurt us in the long run.
Right.
So we didn't have that friendship. So that's my biggest regret. Yeah.
What about you, Rico?
Yeah, man. So I had marriage counseling, but I think it was really me getting married before I really sat down and knew what being married meant.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's a complete switch over from being just me
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
to being two, right?
Right.
That's a big.
I gotta respect you saying that, man, because a lot of dudes be ready to get married, but they don't understand what getting married means.
Mean.
For all the wrong
Right.
reasons.
They
Yeah.
don't, right? And they get married for all the wrong
All the
reasons.
wrong
reasons.
I can definitely respect that.
Yep.
Friend, go and pick the next one.
Wait, is it one?
Yeah, just one.
If it's a name, when I read out the person's name.
It's got a name on.
There's no. Oh, Oliver. Anika Oliver.
Annika?
Oh,
Okay.
Annika Oliver of Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, Anika Oliver of Columbus, Georgia. Oh,
Okay.
different people.
Yeah.
Okay. Why does it take a guy longer to know if they want a serious relationship with the person they are dating?
Ooh. I don't think that it does take a man longer. I think men know who they want serious relationships with when they start dating,
and who they don't.
and who they don't want serious relationships
Yeah.
with when they start dating.
yeah.
I think men know who they want to, and I'm gonna say play around with.
Right.
Right, hit it and quit it.
Right.
And not necessarily be with them long term. And I think the same goes for women as well. Women know when they meet a guy, if it's gonna be like that, hit it and quit it type situation, or if like, oh, this gonna be bae. You know what I'm saying? So, I might be wrong. What you think?
I think that it's a process. I feel like it's a process.
Okay.
I feel like you date a person for, I'm saying, I think everybody give every relationship or friendship or what you want to call it a certain amount of time before you can actually see what you're looking for. So it may be 6 months, it may be a year. During that time frame, you're looking to see, okay, I want to see how, I'm saying, if I get in some trouble, do she have my back? Or I want to basically see if we get into a big argument, is she the kind of woman that hold grudges? Or, if I'm broke, is she the type of woman that basically gonna leave, or are you gonna be that woman that's gonna try to build me up to help me find another job? So it's different little things that I feel like, I'm saying, it's a process. I feel like, I'm saying, every man basically, when we date, we looking for the ultimate goal, which is, I'm saying, marriage at one point.
Right.
So while we going through that process, we looking to see if you that person we can spend the rest of our life with.
Right.
And if you're not, then sometimes it may end 6 months, sometimes it may end 3.
Right.
It just depends on the person. But we got to basically take our time, because some women already know, or I think they know. I'm saying, all because I'm saying some women, like I said, they're emotional. We're not emotional. So we have to get to that point. So I feel like, I'm saying, doing that process, once we get to the point where, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wifey this right here, because I'm saying, all the things that we went through, she was still there. I don't did some crazy stuff,
Right.
and she still been there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we look at all that.
But wait, hold on. But do you think that's dating to disqualify people? Number one. But then number two, also, I think that's honestly, to some degree, a big cop-out to kind of delay the process while you're still picking and choosing and not committing to another person. Because I think, if you pay attention to a person, how they communicate with their family, how they communicate with their friends, whether their job, the things that are around them, you can pick out all that you just said. You can discover that in somebody within just watching them and not necessarily in the relationship. But I think a lot of times men will drag it out. Well, I just don't really know her that well. And then they drag it out. But meanwhile, you're still, it's kind of like,
Right.
it's default. You want me to be faithful, but while you still deciding if I'm going to be chosen, you're still out here with everyone else. And then that's the fallback. Well, I don't know you that well. But pay attention, because people show you, and people honestly don't pay attention.
Right.
You pay attention to a person. I honestly feel like if you have that character, and maybe everybody doesn't have the same discernment.
Yeah.
But I honestly think if you pay attention to people, they'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Because every woman, for one, doesn't need to be saved. And I think if you date women who don't need to be saved versus someone who's trying to get saved, you're gonna have two different dynamics in how you approach them.
Don't save them.
Yeah, don't save them. And another thing too is a lot of us get into relationships and we have soul ties. Like we have other connections that we haven't let go of yet.
go.
We haven't let
If
go.
he's still calling her phone, phone. Why would you want to
Or
get in a
sex in
relationship
her
with her?
phone.
It was
I
a
want
later
her and I don't want him to
process.
have her, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to lock her down.
Right.
But she still has ties, so
Yeah.
you gotta X her out.
Those
Red
soul
flag.
ties you got to get rid
Right.
of when you get in a serious relationship, or if you want to be in a serious
Right.
relationship. you
And
gotta
that
get
goes
rid of
both ways for
Right.
both
Yeah,
both
yeah,
men
yeah,
and
for
women.
everybody.
When a
It's
person
not
show
just
you
one
who they
side.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the constant. Yes.
But some people are so good at hiding who they really are up until a certain part.
But it
amount of
comes out at
time.
some point.
It comes
It
out.
comes out at
But
some
here's the
point.
thing: when it do come out, look how much time you done invested waiting on that though. That's why I say.
So you have to make a
Degree,
decision.
But
Yeah,
it depends on
make
how
a
much you're
decision.
invested in that person to find out. Because honestly and truthfully, I can give you the answer to the test. You still gonna fail if it's not really who you are. I can give you the
Or
cliff
if you're
notes.
not paying
I'll
attention.
show you. You're gonna fail. If it's not you, you will still fail. I'll tell you exactly what to do to keep me, catch me, and all that. You will fail if you're not being you.
That's right.
And it's up to me to decide, is he just doing this because I gave him the playbook? Or is this kind of sort of who he is as a man? And if it's something that I threw on there that he might not know about, is he trying to pick it up to learn it because he's interested in me? Or is he just trying to pick it up to learn it because he's trying to catch whatever he's trying to catch?
Well, that go both ways.
No, I'm saying, I didn't say it didn't.
That go
I
both
just
ways.
said in general with people.
Because, like I said, you got some women that try to be wifey material, and you ain't even saying girlfriend material.
They don't even wash
So,
dishes.
right, I'm saying, like,
How you
can't-
wifey
But
material?
Like,
why
you know
even
what I'm saying?
entertain them on the level of trying to even put them in a wifey category?
Because-
So why are you even taking them to the dinner at Ruth Chris? We need to go get the wings at
Oh, no, we
the
going to
Hudson
Houston. We
Grill.
don't even- we
You
in
get what
the
I'm saying?
business
Like, why am I going to even going to take you into an establishment where I would take my wife?
Right, right.
You
so
can't treat everybody the same.
But at the same time, you don't want to be stereotypical either. I'm saying you can't just look.
you-
I can't just look at you and just X you out and just say, you know what, she like me, so I don't like her because she like
But
me.
there's no
and all of a sudden,
guarantee
you
in
might be a
life.
vegetarian. You can't do it like
You're
that.
still gonna have to take a chance on somebody because there's no
That's
guarantee.
my point.
The
So
only-
You still gonna have
Well,
to
you're
ask if
still
she
gonna
like
have to-
meat.
That's
You're
what-
still gonna
listen,
have to take a
so-
chance. So you just got to figure out who you're gonna take that chance on.
So that takes time.
It doesn't have to take as much time as men like to drag
listen,
it out. Is all
no,
I'm saying.
No, it's not about dragging out. Listen, who are you to tell the person how long it's gonna take them?
Okay, no, you're absolutely right. But while you're figuring that out, I'm gonna go mind my own business, and you go figure it out. and you
Okay,
call me when
listen,
you figure
guess
it
what?
out.
Listen, okay. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
You're not gonna hold me up.
Some people don't take them out.
Let me
like-
jump on that.
So
when you leave,
that
hold up.
term
when you
dating
leave,
with a
when
purpose.
you leave to give me time to figure it out, and the next chick come in when I don't figure it out, you stay gone.
Then obviously it wasn't me.
And it wasn't
So,
me.
yeah,
And
that's
that's
their
fine.
soul tie. That's what
Well,
Stay
and
gone.
that term
Stay-
dating with a
stay
purpose.
gone.
No,
Like
no,
if you're
no,
actually
no.
dating and
You
dating with a
don't wanna weather
purpose,
the
you're paying
storm.
attention to
That's what
everything.
you want the benefit
just-
from it.
No,
That's
but
all I'm saying.
it doesn't have to be a
Right, yeah.
storm though either. Because
Rico.
every relationship
Rico,
and
what you
every
got, man?
situation is not going to be turmoil.
I'm listening to y'all.
It doesn't have to be a turmoil. How long does it take for a man to decide whether or not?
Right.
I mean, that's gonna vary, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be, it just depends, right? They may. I've heard people to say, they fall in love at first sight, or
Right.
Right.
within a couple of within a couple of
Right.
months they proposing and
Right.
stuff like that. So it's gonna vary. But if you're going into the relationship with a purpose, right, and you trying to find out about that person, so it could take a year, it could take a couple of months, right? You know what I mean? But you got to go. The main thing is going into the relationship with a purpose, right? You either going in there just to get some, or you going in there to actually have a long term relationship.
Right.
Broco family, man, we appreciate you being with us again for another great episode. Good conversation. Thanks for being with us. Catch us next time. Peace.
Thank you, ladies.
Broco, we in new modes, and we do it better sticking together. Won't bend, won't fold. No, I got your back through whatever weather, rain, sleet, or snow. Making profit while we get to the cheddar. They know we own. Take off, we gone. Diamonds two-tone. This is our throne. We in that zone. Broco, don't break Broco.